Hey YouTube friends and family and newcomers, it's your girl Teri, and you see where I'm at, in the basement, aka my dungeon. So you know what that means, another ghost time story with your girl Teri. It's going to be about a time when me and my friends were all hanging out and we were having fun in her yard. And it's actually a two-night, it was a two-night ordeal. A friend of our mother has passed, and this is 10 years ago. So she passed, and she just didn't understand why her mom had passed. And she couldn't wrap her mind around it. And she thought that she was killed by the boyfriend. So I'm like, you know what? We're all sitting in my girlfriend Kat's yard, and we're like, you know what? We're gonna go investigate it. So we all go over to the house, which is the house next door. And I walk in with her, and now mind you, there's like 5 guys and 5 girls with us, and we're taking pictures, and we're ghost hunting, and we're doing all this like wild stuff while we're drunk. Because, like, you know, why not? So now you got all of us in this lady's house that passed away, but the daughter still had the key, and we were able to get in. So we're in there, we're taking pictures, and, you know, we're trying to like mess with her now. And I know it's wrong, but at the time we were drunk and we were just having a good time. So we were like looking to mess with her. So we're trying to put like fingernails into like the camera to make things pop up, and nothing could pop up. So we leave, we're all giggling, and we go back over to Kat's yard. And she's looking through her pictures, and she's got like the 10 years ago, it's one of them flip phones that, you know, you have to do TC, whatever that is. I even forget what it's called. But you use that, we have to go deet, deet, deet 3 times so you get a capital A or A. So anyways, fast forward, she says,
"Yo guys, I caught something."
So now you got my attention, you got a couple people's attention. We're like, what did you get? Because all of us, we know we were messing around with our cameras. Well, don't you know she has 3 pictures that are in concession, and the first one is of nothing on the bed, and the second one is of a black shadow on the bed, and the third one, the black shadow sitting up looking. So she's like,
"Oh my god, that's my mom."
and we're like, no it's not, that's a demon. Like we automatically were drunk. It's a demon, girl, it's a demon. So she's like,
"No, please." She's like, "Tara, I know that you know what you're doing. Can you please take this seriously?"
So fast forward to the next weekend. We're drinking again. How can I take anything serious when I'm drinking? I can't. I'm not that type of person. I don't take nada serious when I'm drinking. She could be really going down, and if I'm not drunk, like, it don't matter. So anyways, we go over to her house. Again, one more time, her mom's house, because she's like,
"They're gonna start locking it up. It's gonna be a mess. And I'm never gonna find out what happened to my mom."
so now, like, my heartstring is being played on, and I'm like, you know what? Let me go in and be serious with this girl. Because I wasn't that drunk yet. Not as drunk as I was the week prior. But I was still a little buzzing. So I took this walk through with her, and I go into the kitchen. I go through all the rooms with her. We didn't go out in the basement because I don't go in people's basements like that. I'll go in my basement, but other than that, your basement is going to probably creep me out, and I'm not going to want to be in there because I'm always going to come up with something like, oh, it's dirt, oh, it's too much this, or oh, it's too much that. It's just, all basements always got that cold, dank feeling to me in the city anyways. So now I go over and I'm walking through her house, and I go to her mom's room where she showed me the shadow on the phone, and I'm like, I'm getting nothing. Like I'm not even getting a feeling. It just felt like a empty room with a bunch of like papers. So automatically I started reaching for papers, and I give her this one paper which meant something to her, so that was okay. And we step out of the room, and I'm standing there, and she's standing there, and we're looking directly into the room. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, I hear this guy from the 3rd floor. And the guy from the 3rd floor is yelling at me now.
Tell them it was over a fight. Tell them why did they have to fight. Tell them it was over a fight.
So I'm like taken back, and she's
Like what?
and I'm like, you don't hear that? And she's like,
No.
and I'm like, who is the angry guy upstairs on the 3rd floor? Like, because it's the way the room was, and then the hallway, there's some more rooms, and then there's like a stairway right here, like behind us. It's like right here. And I'm hearing it from the upper staircase. Sound loud. I thought one of the guys got in and was messing with me. So I go up, nothing. And I come down and she's pure white. Ghost white. And she's like,
I didn't tell you about that.
and I'm like, what? And she's like,
Like, ever since I was little, I used to see a guy in here. And my mom did the research, and it turned out that there was a guy named Harry that lived there.
R.I.P. Harry. Excuse me. And Harry had passed over, and when he passed over, what had happened is that his family began to fight on, and it was before he passed over. They started to fight at his deathbed. So he was holding all that in, and he was just letting me know. Or it was over a fight, like literally, I don't know. So that then brings us, I go back out into the yard with Kat, R.I.P., because Kat's no longer with me. She was my twisted sister. Like, miss her to death. So I miss her to death, and we're going over in her yard, and she has this old-time Ouija board. Now, if you guys know from my old videos, I don't like to mess with the Ouija board, only for the fact is, you're opening up a gateway for anything negative to come through. Sometimes positive comes through, but also there's also what we know as wolves in sheep's clothing, also known as demons acting like they're your loved ones or your friends. So I'm not going to take it serious. And I got it in my hand. My twisted sister hands it to me, and I've got it. And it's an awesome round table one. And it's thick wood, and it's old school, like it's not no Parker Brothers, it's legit. And I put the planchette on it, and Tracy, Melissa, it was, I think, God, I always give it, Ray was with us, and then it was myself. And the 4 of us go in, and we sit down at this table that's in the living room. Now it's in the living room because they're moving stuff around. And she goes, you know, this was Harry's table. And we all just look, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't mean nothing to me. I'm trying to contact your mom. But on the DL, we all knew that we weren't going to try to even open that board because I didn't like to play with them, but she just wouldn't let it go. So we're all sitting there, and we put our hands on the planchette, and it's pitch black because there's no electric in this house. Pitch black. The just street light is lighting up what we are seeing because we have the front door open. So my twisted sister's next door, and she's playing around, and she's boom, 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 boom down the steps. So you could hear like them little sound effects. And we're playing with the board. Fake playing. In my mind, in my heart, in my spirit, I'm like, and I'm looking at Tracy like, you better fuck around. So we got our hand on it, and we start asking a question. And we fake answer the first question. We're like, yeah, no. And then the second question, now I'm sitting here, Tracy's sitting here, Melissa's sitting here, and Ray's off to the side. So it's like that. So we're all like this. And I felt Tracy starting to pull, and I shot it, and Tracy pulled it, and Tracy goes back like this. Off the chair, I'm like insanely dying, cracking up, like, girl, what are you, and before I got out, what are you doing? She got up and ran because she took Q. She got up and ran, and Melissa and Ray ran both with her. Now I'm in there by myself, and I'm cracking up, and I come walking out, and I'm like, okay, that ain't going to happen. Like, seriously, you ain't going to let me go back in the house after we left that Ouija board unattended. I said, because now the joke's on me, right? So Ray's like,
I'm not going back in the...
I'm like, bro, someone's going back in with me or they're going to catch these hands. And he wound up after like 5 minutes. He's like,
I don't want to fight you, Tara. I'm going in with you.
so I grabbed the board, and as I grabbed the board, this electricity goes all the way to my elbow. I swear to you, not like static electricity, but like real legit to my elbow as I'm holding the board. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, Ray, we need to get out of here now. So as I'm like, Ray, we need to get out of here now, he turns around and goes,
But why, Tara?
and my hair gets yanked. Boop. And I know the look on my face. He
was like,
okay, and he ran. And I walked out because I wasn't going to let nothing take my spirit. Like, if you let them snatch you like that off of fear, and this was all off of playing, which we should have never even done, but it was all off of playing, and it actually really did something that happened amongst us playing. And my point is that I wasn't giving it my fear. So I just walked right out with the board, handed it to my twisted sister, and we went in the yard, and she's like, you know, Melissa was still stuck on it, and she's like,
I can't believe that just happened, and, you know, yada, yada, yada.
and we're just at this point, like, Melissa, yeah, girl, like, we made contact with your mom. She's angry. I didn't tell her, but, like, my twisted sister told her, Kat, R.I.P., girl, I love you. You were so funny. You were the one that told her that her mom moved over, and that that was her way of letting her know because it was your board. You know how your board worked, which was just added to the story, and I couldn't tell none of y'all that, like, I got this zap, and something pulled my hair, which I believe was Harry, because that guy was really in there, because she, like, jetted that day and all. She was in tears. She's like,
I didn't tell nobody. I never tell nobody.
and I felt like, I didn't feel bad because it was legitimately a real thing that had happened, but I felt bad that, like, I was able to confirm something from her childhood, and at the same note, the following week, we knew we were going to be messing with her. So Melissa, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, girl, but just know that I got my karma in the end, and Harry did pull my hair, and I'm still going through things yet to this day. So that was it, guys. One ghost story, one time a week. And I'm also going to be doing other uploads. I told you that I was going to start doing my dream series because I am a sleepwalker, and I could tell sleepwalking dreams from regular dreams, from dreams that are trying to tell me something. And that's going to be, I'm not going to promise a date, but that's coming this week because I am going through a lot in my life, and a lot of you know, and I appreciate you for sticking around. If you like what you heard, smash that like button. I got so many more ghost stories, so many life stories to tell, to share with you. Y'all can come on my journey, like I said. I'm going to do more, excuse me, I'm going to do more than just these ghost stories. It's going to be a little bit more, and we're going to also do awareness. Let's not forget the awareness that we're going to bring to this page. This channel, it's what it's about. So with that said, much love, much peace. Stay on your grind. Stay blessed up. And until next time, YouTube, your girl Teri, peace. I'm out.